Welcome. This is Ask an IBCLC. I'm Molly.
And I'm Ashleigh.
We're with Wisco Lactation, and we are so excited today to be here with Casey from Mom's Mental Health Initiative to talk about PMADs, or Postpartum Mood Disorders. And our question today is going to be, what are postpartum mood disorders? How do I know if I have a postpartum mood disorder? So tell us a little bit about yourself and Mom's Mental Health Initiative, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, so I'm a mom of two, and I came to Mom's Mental Health Initiative, where I work now, as a mom that we helped.
Amazing.
So I had a perinatal mental health condition, postpartum anxiety, and OCD, and I needed a therapist. And so I went to the website and I found an amazing person who I still see today.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's amazing. So what is Mom's Mental Health Initiative? What's their kind of goal behind the organization?
Yeah, so we help moms navigating perinatal mental health conditions through resource brokering, which is kind of like what I did, and going to the website, finding a therapist, or you can message us and get connected to someone who takes your insurance. We'll see you right away. So that's resource brokering. We have peer support. And so everything that we do is based on peer support. Even the messages, when moms send us a message, we are moms who have been there, and we can say,
so important.
You are not alone. It's okay not to be okay, and we're going to get you the help that you need. So that's peer support. And then we also do a lot of education and advocacy. So going into businesses like yours, or hospital systems, community groups, and making sure that everyone knows how to answer the question, what is a PMAD, and how do I know if I have one?
Yeah, that's a really amazing resource we have locally in the community. We're so lucky. My gosh.
I know.
Wow.
Seriously. So do you want to talk a little bit more about what are the signs of a PMAD and just what to look for?
Yeah, I think bottom line, if you think that you're struggling, it's okay to ask for help. Yes. So that's sort of a general, it's not a symptom, but it's just important knowledge, is that it's okay to ask for help if you don't feel like yourself.
Yep.
Some more tangible symptoms might be crying all the time, especially after 2 weeks. There is that baby blues period, but if it doesn't go away after that, it might be something more.
Sure.
Other things that people might not think about when we're talking about OCD or anxiety is repetitive behaviors that are based in fear. So one for me was just a lot of hand washing, because I was so concerned about germs. And so even using water that was so hot that most people couldn't touch it, but I felt that I had to, and that was based in anxiety. So anything that feels like maybe it's a little too much based in fear might be too much. You know, I've talked to people who have to be in the bathroom every time their child is being bathed by their partner, because they just have to be there to make sure everything's okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Anything that's interfering with your function is really a red flag. So
I can remember with my daughter unloading the dishwasher, baby wearing, and I was terrified to unload the knives, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to accidentally trip and I'm accidentally going to stab her.
Yeah. And that's
it's a
an
real
intrusive
feel.
thought.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. And 70 to 100% of parents will have intrusive thoughts. Wow. And they are a symptom of anxiety, of postpartum depression, of this range of conditions, which includes PTSD. Maybe you can't go back to the hospital to see your doctor for your 6-week check. That might be a symptom of PTSD.
Sure.
If you can't sleep at night and you have to watch your baby breathe, or you just have to be awake to make sure that everything's okay. That's a really common symptom.
Wow. What are some of the more lesser known, or ones that people may not realize, oh wow, this might be a symptom of PMADs?
I would say postpartum rage is one we hear all the time, and I think it's extremely common, but people don't realize that it might be connected to their mental health, because it feels like, I'm too tired, I don't have time to eat, I don't have time to take care of myself, I'm so mad at everyone, and I think it's easy to find resentment and anger to a certain extent when you're going through this difficult stage. But again, if it's something that you really feel is taking over your personality, your life, it's directed at everyone around you. That's a symptom that a lot of people have.
I know when Ashleigh and I took the Postpartum Support International, like their perinatal mental health certificate program, we changed our intake forms now, and we talk about like, okay, here are other symptoms that you may not know. And like, I remember one big one that I remember was like nausea. Like if you're just feeling like this bubbly, icky feeling, like that could be a symptom, and I would have never guessed that, you know, going through it 4 years ago.
Exactly. There are a lot of physical symptoms, actually.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
might feel dizzy and hot. That can be a symptom of a panic attack.
Sure.
Your heart can flutter.
Yeah.
Even if, like, some people don't want to get out of bed. They don't. Or hyperproductivity. People who are going and
All the
going
time.
and going. You don't
Yeah.
think of that as a symptom, but it's masking something.
And of
like
course,
depression.
societally, they were like, wow, you got it together. You can
Right,
do all
right.
the things. And it's like,
Super mom.
yes,
Yeah.
but you are just like inside having such a hard time. It's
Yeah.
so tricky. Okay, man, that's really helpful.
Yeah, that's great. What would you suggest that somebody does if they feel like they are experiencing these symptoms and they need help?
I think reaching out to people that you trust, like if someone's coming to see you, you guys are great resources. Talking to your doctor if you catch it before the 6-week check, you can go into that appointment or call. Yeah. I think we forget that we can call and say, I'm having a really hard time right now and I need some support. Yeah. And it's always okay to ask someone that you trust. If you don't feel comfortable talking to medical providers, your child's pediatrician, or even just a loved one and just saying, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something. Yep. Can you help me find support or resources for my mental health?
Yeah. How would people reach out to Mom's Mental Health Initiative if they're just trying to find that level of support?
Yes. So our website's a great resource, www.momsmentalhealthinitiative.org.
Amazing.
We're on Instagram and Facebook, Mom's Mental Health Initiative. Reach out to us. We often get messages from people who are outside of our area, which is Southeast Wisconsin, and we can connect them to resources through Postpartum Support International, which is another great resource. So, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, this has been so helpful, Casey. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing a little bit about what you guys do. It's wonderful. Yeah. If you need support, please reach out to Mom's Mental Health Initiative, Postpartum Support International, your provider. Find those support people that you have, and we'd love to talk to you here too. If you need anything, you can find more information about us at wiscolactation.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.